You are waking up to a KARE 11 weather impact alert here at 6 a.m. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Jason Hackett. Alicia has the morning off. New developments overnight has the metro under a winter weather advisory for freezing rain. Let's get right to meteorologist John Ziegler in the backyard with all the details. A lot has changed here over the last 12 hours or so, John.
Yeah. Went to bed and then, woke up. Advisory. And then, I couldn't go back to sleep and then started forecasting. And here's what happened this morning. 2 to 4 a.m. early. We got a nasty line of freezing rain, especially in the South Metro. So Jason, we both drove through that. It was nasty. Now it's getting a little bit better, but yeah, we still issued this weather impact alert till 9. Plan for difficult travel. We drove through it. We know it's confirmed. So this is the winter weather advisory. It goes up to Hennepin. Now the reason it's not north is because it's more sleet in areas like New Richmond, getting up to Pine City. Sleet is not quite as slick as freezing rain, but still, you want to be cautious. It has lifted to the north. You see it over here in Eau Claire down towards 94. I think 94 is going to be the worst spot right now in Wisconsin. So Menominee or traveling just north of Baldwin, so New Richmond. And you can see North Branch. This is that sleet. And the most recent report was from New Richmond. Thank you for those reports, by the way. That one was for sleet and snow, which is better than what we had down here in Glencoe and Waconia and Chaska earlier. That was straight freezing rain. So here we'll zoom in here. There's New Richmond. Again, you can see this is turning over to mainly sleet. So if you're traveling in Forest Lake, Osceola, North Branch, it's actively sleeting here. Same with Onamia. So again, we'll continue to monitor this. It's been kind of hit or miss out there, CC, on the roads.
Yeah, it is. If we take a look here at this road conditions map, it's constantly updating. We're seeing a lot of blue, a lot of pink, which is partially covered, completely covered roads. Things are slick out there. We are seeing some green spots where things are okay, but a lot of that blue. So keep that in mind this morning as you head out. You will want to add extra time, especially if you're down in Rosemount. This is Highway 52 southbound near Highway 55 as you're driving toward the Farmington area. We're seeing things down to 1 lane. There's a vehicle spin out in this area, a huge police presence in this area. So if you're driving that way, Robert Trail, Highway 3 would be a good detour, hop off highway there. But yeah, if you stay on Highway 52, you'll want to add at least 15 minutes to your drive this morning. I'll keep my eye out for when that does clear up. Otherwise, traffic flow is good everywhere else, but you, again, will want to add extra time. Let's take a look, a car view from the road. This is Mobile 11 in St. Paul. Our photojournalist Jenny is out there. It looks like we are seeing some, a little bit of covered roads there, but just still take it slow even if things look clear.
Good advice. All right, CC, thank you. Breaking overnight, several entrance ramps to I-94 are back open this morning in time for the commute after being closed for hours yesterday following a police shooting. That shooting happened on the ramp to I-94 westbound from Highway 52 after police confronted 2 people in a stolen vehicle. Police tape stretching from the Holiday gas station down to the Mr. Car Wash. Audrey Russo's live in that area this morning. And Audrey, it was actually the car maker that helped stop this car in its tracks.
That's right. General Motors reported the vehicle stolen out of Minneapolis around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just 15 minutes later, General Motors was able to remotely bring the car to a stop on that I-94 westbound ramp from Highway 52. That ramp is now back open this morning. Take a look at this video. You can see the cluster of police officers and police cruisers on that ramp. Here's what St. Paul police say happened next. They say that the man behind the wheel of that stolen vehicle and the woman in the passenger seat both got out and started to run. They say that the man pulled out a handgun and started to shoot at the officers, who then returned fire. That suspect was struck in the leg and is now recovering at Regents Hospital. He is expected to survive. The woman was arrested unharmed. Now the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is involved in the investigation just to make sure that protocol was followed. St. Paul police tell us that every officer involved was wearing a body camera. Back to you.
All right, Audrey Russo reporting live this morning with the latest. Thank you very much. We learned this morning the man authorities call the mastermind behind the plot to kidnap and murder Twin Cities real estate agent Monique Bao will be sentenced today. It comes just days after he demanded a second retrial. Michelle Beck is following this new development live in the newsroom this morning. Michelle.
Yeah, hey there, Jason. The last time Lyndon Wiggins was supposed to be sentenced, he asked for a new trial, or what would have been his third one for this case. And then on Friday, that request was denied, the judge explaining why in 80 pages. That means today, Wiggins' sentencing is back on the calendar for 1 p.m., and we expect to hear victim impact statements as the judge has allowed cameras in court. Wiggins' 4-week retrial wrapped last month with a jury finding him guilty. That's on 4 counts of aiding and abetting the first-degree murder and kidnapping of Monique Bao and the attempted murder of her boyfriend. In papers I read through this morning, the judge denied a third trial, writing the court did no such thing as intimidate defense witnesses and that prosecution did not in fact present false testimony. Wiggins had also claimed he was prejudiced due to the, quote, repeated emotional outbursts by Monique Bao's mother in the courtroom. Well, the judge said that only happened once. Jason, more to come with that sentencing hearing this afternoon. Back to you.
We'll be watching it closely. Michelle, thank you very much. Happening now at the federal courthouse in Minneapolis, a group is gathered for a 24-hour vigil and protest of ICE. They just passed the 12-hour mark at 3:30 this morning. Organizers say they're concerned about their neighbors and what they've seen in the community. That vigil started just hours after the local ICE office says an agent shot at a person in St. Paul. Officials say agents pulled over a man claiming he was undocumented. ICE says he sped away from the traffic stop, hitting one agent, which led to a brief chase. So here's a map of where that happened. It started just before 8:30 yesterday morning on Westminster Street, north of Maryland Avenue. It ended at a nearby apartment building when the man hit 2 cars, and agents say he then rammed an ICE vehicle and hit another agent. ICE says that agent opened fire but did not hit the suspect. That man is now in federal custody. Now, both agents are expected to be okay. St. Paul police say their officers responded to the gunshots but were not involved in the shooting or the arrest. Street and sidewalk repairs are set to start back up this morning after a water main break in northeast Minneapolis. Here's a map showing the impacted area. It happened Saturday on Hennepin Avenue between 2nd and 4th Streets. This knocked out water for hundreds of people and forced several businesses to close for hours. Some even had to be evacuated while city crews repaired the break. The city says it was caused by a damaged pipe. Developing right now, teachers in the state's largest school district have overwhelmingly voted to authorize a strike, 98.5% voting yes. They will be back in front of the school board tonight for contract negotiations. They've been working without a contract since June. Their major concern being health insurance. They could hit the picket lines in early January. If you're looking for something fun to do over the holidays, there's a whole festival happening to celebrate the World Juniors Hockey Tournament. And the best part here, it is completely free. The Bold North Breakaway Fan Festival kicks off this Friday, transforming the St. Paul River Center and Rice Park into a winter playground. Through January 5th, you'll find hockey-themed games and exhibits. That's in addition to all the hockey action, but you do have to purchase tickets to those games. We're going to have all the details at KARE11.com. Should be a fun time.